Hi everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moments. You guys, you can tell I'm back home. It is Sunday as I'm filming this. I had surgery Monday. Okay, so we are like 6 days, after surgery. I'm feeling good, you guys. I can't tell you how good it is to be home though, honestly. It's just, you just feel more comfortable when you're in your own space. So feeling good. Don't have a headache or anything today. I haven't had any dilaudid, any painkillers since yesterday, and I don't feel like I need any. I'm not in any pain, to be honest with you. Occasionally, if I cough, my stomach, it hurts a little bit. But again, it just feels more like a bruised, tender kind of pain. So yeah, all in all, I'm doing great. According to the scale, I'm already down 20 pounds from my weight before I started my liquid diet. So remember, I had to do a liquid diet 2 weeks before the surgery. So before I started that, I weighed 260 pounds. And today I weighed 240 pounds. So I'm down 20 pounds already. I'm still on a liquid diet, you guys. I'm on a liquid diet, I think, until May 9th, I think. And that'll be my 2 weeks after surgery. And then at that time, the bariatric clinic is supposed to call me to go over things, see how I'm doing, and more than likely tell me I can move on to the next phase of the diet, which is soft and pureed foods. I cannot tell you how excited I am to start that because, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I am hungry. I am craving food like crazy. And I'm not saying I'm craving bad food. I'm craving anything. Literally, like a cucumber would be great. I would kill for a salad. I would kill for a salad right now. But obviously, can't have it yet. So I'm doing my best. I got, about another week to get through this liquid diet. We can do it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Let me just double check here. I got a little buzz. I gotta make sure it's not important. Okay. So what I want to do today, okay, I want to talk about what to pack. Okay. What to pack when you are going to the hospital for bariatric surgery. Okay. This is going to be kind of a two separate situation because I had a unique situation. I live in Saskatoon. The surgery was in Regina. I had to stay in Regina in a hotel after surgery for about 3.5 days because my husband wasn't able to come pick me up. So obviously, because of that situation, I needed to pack more for myself. So I'm going to first talk about what you need to take with you to the hospital when you're going for surgery. If you go for surgery and when you're discharged, you come home. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. Second thing is going to be if you're in a situation like me where you go to hospital for surgery, you get discharged, but for whatever reason, you cannot go home right away. Okay, those are two separate things. So let's start with what to pack when you're going for surgery and when you're discharged, you get to come home. Okay, they do give you a little list of what they suggest you take. Okay, but these are the things that I feel you should take with you. Okay, first things first. If you're taking a bag of any kind, okay, do not take a bag you have to carry. Okay, you need something with wheels. You need like a small suitcase, which is what I took. I can't lift it to show you because it's too heavy. I can't lift anything over 10 pounds. But you need a small suitcase with wheels that you do not have to physically carry because you cannot lift anything over 10 pounds for at least 4 weeks after surgery. Okay, so do not make that mistake. You can take a small purse with you, but nothing over 10 pounds. So don't be taking a big purse, because those things, it adds up. And before you know it, you're carrying more than 10 pounds and you're going to hurt yourself. Okay. So I took a suitcase with wheels. Okay. And again, this is going to change by the person, because not everyone's going to need this stuff. But for me, I have glasses. Okay. And they ask, if you have glasses, you need to take an eyeglass case. Okay, you need to take your eyeglass case with you, because when you're in surgery, they will put your glasses in the case. And another thing that they do when you get there is you need to mark everything with these little stickers they will give you. So with your name, so they know what belongs to what patient. Okay, so I had one of these stickers on my eyeglass case. I had one of these stickers on my suitcase. And when you get there, they will tell you to take off all of your clothes and get into a hospital gown. They give you a big clear garbage bag almost to put all of your shoes, clothes, purse, jacket, whatever into, and they put one of these labels on that as well, just so they keep track of everyone's things and they know what goes with what patients. Okay, so if you have glasses, you will need an eyeglass case. If you do not have an eyeglass case, because I know a lot of people don't, they just put their glasses on the bedside table, they don't worry about one of these, pick one up. You can either check with your place you got your glasses, maybe they will give you one for free, you never know, or Value Village, you guys, thrift stores, there's always eyeglass cases at thrift stores. If you can't find any there, dollar stores, Dollarama, Dollar Tree, you should be able to find some sort of case to protect your glasses. Now, I recommend a hard case, not a soft case. Hard case is always more protection. And when you're in a hospital, you just never know, because there's numerous people handling your stuff. So hard case, eyeglass case is a must if you have glasses. Okay, number one. Number two, I also had piercings. Before surgery, I removed my ear piercings and I left them at home. I left all my rings at home. I took my Fitbit with me, but I didn't wear it. I had it in my purse. Now I have a nose ring. Okay. For those of you who have piercings, you will understand this. At least for me, the nose, this hole closes up fast. So I didn't want to take my nose ring out at home and leave it here, because I knew it'd be a good week before I could get it back in, and by then the hole would be closed. So what I did is, I don't have one with me, but I took just a small, like little plastic Ziploc bag with me. Okay. I kept my nose ring in right up until the morning of surgery. And then I took it out and I put it in that Ziploc and I put it in my purse where it was safe. And it stayed there until I was awake from surgery and I was awake enough to be coherent. And then I put it back in my nose, so I didn't have to worry about this hole closing up on me. Okay, so if you have piercings that you feel you need to keep in to right before surgery, take a small Ziploc bag with you to put those piercings in. Okay, that's important. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. Okay, that was another thing that I had to take with me. Okay, another thing that they will tell you to take, they give you this. They give you this ahead of surgery. It's called My Voice. It's basically an advanced care plan is basically what it is. So this will go through, because obviously any kind of surgery, there's risks, right? Lots of risks, infection, complications, small risk of death, but it is a risk. It does happen. Okay. It has happened. So basically what this does is, there's a whole bunch, you guys, there's a whole bunch of things. Okay. Lots of reading in here. Basically, what is an advanced care plan? Why should I do an advanced care plan? What to think about, all that kind of stuff, thinking about treatments, thinking about interventions, lots of things. Talk to your medical providers, talk to your family, like lots of things. Decision making, choosing a healthcare decision maker in the event you are not able to make decisions. You need to trust somebody to make those decisions on your behalf. This is important stuff, you guys. Okay, lots of important stuff. Now, there's some questions and answers, all that kind of stuff. And then it goes into the actual care plan. Okay, I'm not going to show you this because it's got all my personal info on here, but so basic, right? First name, last name, date of birth, your health card number, address, phone number, email address, all that kind of stuff. Then appointing a proxy. So if you can't make a decision, who would you want to do that on your behalf? I put my husband down because we've had many discussions. He knows exactly what I would like to have happen in the event that I'm unable to make decisions. So they ask for their name, their relationship to you, their phone number, their address, their email. Then you have to sign and print and date every page because this is, in a sense, a legal document, right? Then it goes into what you want regarding your goals of care. So for example, if for some reason your heart stops while you're in the operating room or at any time while you're in the hospital, to be honest, what goal do you want? So your options are to extend life, full treatment, which means heart stops, something goes wrong, they immediately start CPR, they immediately start to try to bring you back, they do whatever they need to, intubation, life support, whatever it is. That's your option one. Option two is extend life for reversible conditions. So if they feel that even if we bring this patient back, they will not be themselves. Either they will be in a coma, they will be on life support, they will be brain dead, something like that, which would be an irreversible condition, then you're saying, no, I don't want to be brought back in that state, so don't intervene, okay? Option three, conservative management of medical condition. So what that means is you don't want CPR, you don't want a ventilator. Use medical interventions to relieve any pain and suffering, such as medication, positioning, wound care, antibiotics, IV fluid. But other than that, don't do anything. And your last option is only comfort measures and symptom control for end-of-life care, which means don't do anything, basically, right? Just make sure I'm not in pain. For myself, I chose, my goal is to extend my life. I would like to live, please. So no matter what, do everything you possibly can to bring me back. That was my goal, and that's what I chose. Everyone's different. There's no right or wrong answer. It's what's right for you, okay? Again, sign and date everything, okay? Then there's another page that asks, would you like CPR performed if necessary or not? I chose yes. Please CPR if necessary. Sign and date. Then they also have a page in here about considering organ and tissue donation options. So again, it goes in the events that you should pass while in the hospital, while in our care, do you want to donate any organs or any tissue? You have that choice. Then it also breaks it down to, so if the answer is no, then that's it. Nope, don't want to donate anything, sign and date, you're done. If the answer is yes, and in my case it was, if something were to happen to me, I would want to donate organs and tissue. Then it goes down to, I limit donation to only the following organs. So you can actually choose if you want. If you don't want to give your heart to someone, if you want to keep that for whatever reason, then you would pick on here what organs you're okay donating and which ones you don't want to donate. For myself, the way I look at it is if I'm gone, my organs and tissue aren't doing me any good. And if anything that I have could possibly save someone's life, then please take whatever you need. Take whatever. So that was my choice. And then again, you can also donate your entire body to a body bequeathal program. So what that is most times if you donate your entire body, That basically means your body goes to science. So a lot of times your body can be used in a teaching facility for, you know, students who are going to be doctors or surgeons to use, to learn. It can also be for, you know, other students in different health professions to learn things. I know for a fact, working in the funeral industry, it is very strict rules to be able to donate your entire body. Very strict rules. They have a list of criteria you need to fall within, and most people don't meet the criteria. So if you were to say, I want to donate my body, that's great, but you still have to hit all that criteria. If you don't, then unfortunately they would not be able to accept your body. Okay. Again, sign and date at the bottom. So, and then again, you sign and date at the bottom, lots of signing and dating. So you need to take this with you pre-filled out. Okay. You need to fill this out ahead of time. You take this with you. When you get there and you meet with the nurse, they are going to take this from you. They are going to photocopy it. So they have a copy in your file. Then they will give this back to you. Okay. So you must take my voice. All right. That's one thing you need to take. Another thing you need to take, let me grab my list to make sure I'm not missing things. Okay. Another thing you need to take. Your phone. Take your phone with you. Okay. Take a phone charger with you. You will need it. You will be in the hospital for at least 2 days, if not more. You will need a phone charger. So take that. A small purse if you're female or male, whatever. If you have a purse, a small one. I don't have it here. I just used a Jeffree Star small crossbody bag, just a little one. The only thing I took with me in my purse was my health card, my photo ID, and I had $40 cash on me. That's all I took. I didn't take debit cards. I didn't take credit cards. I didn't take any of that, okay? They do lock up your stuff for you when you're there, but it's a hospital, lots of people in and out. You're half the time under anesthetic or sleeping. So theft does happen. So do not take anything that you want to have stolen because it could happen. Okay. It didn't happen to me, but it could. Okay. What else did I take? I took my protein powder. Okay. Now I took my protein powder. This was more for after the hospital stay that I took this. However, I'm glad I had it with me for my hospital stay. Reason being, I have dietary restrictions. And part of my dietary restrictions is I need a milk alternative for my protein powder. Even though I spoke with no less than 8 separate people, probably more, about this, even before I got to the hospital, that I needed a milk alternative, and every single one assured me, no problem. We're a hospital. We deal with many dietary restrictions. We got you covered, girl. It's all good. Even though I was told this by every single one I talked to, when the time came, they did not have a milk alternative for me. People, they didn't. So thankfully I had this with me because I had to use my own protein powder, and I didn't have my milk alternative, but I had to mix it with water, which was disgusting, by the way. We'll probably get into more of that later, but it's not a bad idea. Take your own protein powder. I also would recommend, if you are like me and don't drink regular milk and you need a milk alternative, take your own. Take your own milk, okay? The best options are the options of the little Tetra packs that do not have to be refrigerated until open. Those ones, you know, they come in the little cardboard Take one of those with you if you need a milk alternative. Put it in your suitcase, because chances are, especially if you're going to Regina General Hospital, they won't be able to accommodate that. Even if you talk to them ahead of time, even if they say they will, they won't. So that's one thing I didn't have with me. I wish I did. So please keep that in mind. That's important. Okay. Other things that you need to take for the hospital. Earbuds. Now, I didn't use these, okay? For the first, like, 1.5 days, I had my own private room, so I didn't need earbuds. I could watch my phone and talk on my phone without bothering anyone. But if you do have a roommate and you want to be respectful, blah, 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 take some earbuds with you in case you want to watch a movie or something on your phone. That's important, okay? Very important. What else is important to take? Tampons and pads if you are female. I would say 80% of females who have surgery will have their period while they have surgery. It just happens. It's a stress response your body goes through. Your period will start. It's pretty much a guarantee. Unless, of course, you're older and you've gone through menopause, that kind of thing. But if you're still having periods, chances are you're going to have it when you have surgery. It's just how it works. It's just how it works, girls. I know, it sucks. So I took tampons and pads because I thought that I would need to wear a tampon during surgery. So I actually had a tampon in the morning of surgery, and I told my nurse that was admitting me, and she actually said, they don't want you to have any of that in, so we will need you to remove that before we take you for surgery. Now, she gave me the option. She said, we can give you, what are they called? I can't remember. It's basically from when you have a baby. They're like mesh panties, and then they give you this huge ass pad to put in them, and that's what you wear. She goes, we can give you those, which they cut off when you go into surgery. They will literally cut them off and take it off of you so you don't have anything on anyway. Or she said, we can just put like a pad under you, like a little, basically like a little pee pad kind of thing. I wasn't bleeding a ton, so I said, I'm fine with just the pad. That's fine. I just wanted you to be aware, you know, and they were like, nope, that's fine. It happens all the time. So you might not need tampons, but take pads with you just in case. And I mean, even with that, you don't have to take pads. They will give you in the hospital them, but like I said, they're like gigantic, not the most comfortable. So if you want to be more comfortable, maybe take your own. That's just something to consider. A brush if you want. I didn't use a brush. One other thing I would recommend, especially if you have long hair like I do, before surgery, you need to wash your entire body and hair with a unscented, very important, unscented body wash, shampoo, whatever. Has to be unscented. Then I put my hair back in a ponytail, and then I braided my hair. That is the smartest thing to do, because I didn't touch my hair the whole time I was in the hospital. It just stayed in that braid. It got a little messy. You know, there's some little hairs came out and stuff. I didn't look great, but that was the easiest way to have my hair. And even the admitting nurse said to me, you were smart to braid your hair. So if that's my advice, if you have long hair or long enough where you can braid it, braid your hair, or at least put it back in a ponytail. If you have short hair, you might want to take a brush with you just to kind of brush it daily. So that's kind of an option. One thing that you must take, chapstick. It's a must. You need to have chapstick, you guys. I'm not even joking. You need to have chapstick because your mouth and your lips get so dry, like so dry. It's ridiculous. So definitely take chapstick. Okay. That's all you need to take if you're going for surgery, and when you're discharged, you come home. That's all you need to take. You do not have to take any of your medications with you, okay? If you're on any type of medication, I myself am on thyroid medication. They will give it to you in hospital. You do not have to take it. You don't take it with you. They will give it to you, okay? They ask you all the medications you're on and stuff, and they will make sure to give it to you in hospital. So don't worry about that at all. So that's basically all you need if you're going for surgery, okay? Now, if you're like me and you're going for surgery and then you have to stay by yourself for an extended period of time before you come home, there's other things you should take with you, and I will go through those now. So everything I just mentioned, yes, you will need that, okay? Other things you will need. Toothbrush and toothpaste, okay? They will give you this in hospital, so don't take it to the hospital if you don't need it. When you're in the hospital, I asked, and please do, because your mouth it's so gross, you guys. I can't describe it. It's gross. I asked them, I said, you don't happen to have a toothbrush and toothpaste, do you? And she goes, oh yeah, absolutely. And they just give you, it's like a little one, right? It's like a little prison style one, whatever, it works. They give you that and a little thing of toothpaste. Oh, it felt so good to brush your teeth. It's just crazy. But because I have extended stay, I took my own toothbrush and just a travel size toothpaste. The smaller the better, you guys. Don't take big stuff because it all adds up in weight and it makes it harder. Small, as small as you can, okay? So toothbrush and toothpaste, that was important. Like I said, I had pads, I had that. Deodorants, okay? I took deodorants, needed that. I took my brush, I took pads, okay? I also took travel size of everything, okay? I've got my toner, I've got body lotion, I have a face cleanser, I have my face serum, I have my face moisturizer. I also had in here some floss, some cotton rounds, some Q-tips, okay? Again, all small. I went to the dollar store and picked this up for I think like $3.25, okay? So you will probably want this stuff if you're staying for an extended period of time. It feels so good. Even if you can't shower yet, just to wash your face, you feel much better. So that was important for me, okay? I have a mouth guard for when I sleep. Now, I took it with me, okay? Honestly, I didn't need it. I didn't use it. I probably should have, but I didn't. So I took it, but I didn't need it, okay? Other things I took with me that I didn't use, I took, where's my charging cable? Okay, I took an eye mask. I typically always sleep with an eye mask. I didn't use it. I thought I would, especially in hospital, because a lot of times nurses will come in at all hours and, you know, they don't necessarily turn the lights on, but there's lights, right? Like there's always lights from the hallway if your door isn't closed, that kind of thing. So some people do find eye masks help them sleep better. I was on so much drugs the first few days. I was out. I didn't need it. So I did take it, but I didn't use it. Okay. Then I took, like I said, my protein powder. Then I took laxative with me. Okay. This is important. You will need it. You will get constipated. It will be a problem. Okay. I took this with me. This is a small travel size. Again, smaller the better. You can also just put some in a Ziploc or whatever and measure it out, whatever, like pre-measure it, whatever you need to do. But I took this with me because I needed it. So that's important. I also took the Prevastage. Now, here's the thing. They will give you prescriptions when you leave. They will give you a prescription for Dilaudid. They'll give you usually 10 pills of Dilaudid. That's your pain pill, okay? And you're allowed to take one every 4 hours as needed, okay? I didn't use that many, but some people might have more pain. They will also give you a prescription for this. It's Prevastage. It's basically to help with acid reflux. They've obviously done changes to your tummy, so there's not as much acid protection in your tummy anymore. So this will help with any acid reflux. Now, you will need to go, they will give you all of this in hospital. Dilaudid and Prevastage, they will give you in hospital while you're a patient. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that while you're a patient. When they discharge you, they will give you prescriptions that you will need to get filled for your Dilaudid and for the Prevastage. Caution. Prevastage is a very expensive drug. Most healthcare plans do not cover the cost of Prevastage. So just be warned that your drug plan, if you have one, might not cover it, and it's not cheap. Thankfully, we have a pretty extensive plan through my husband's work, and we're covered. But I do remember him telling me very expensive. Now, I didn't have to get mine refilled at the time because my husband went through this in August and he had a bunch of these left over. So I took one of these with me. So technically this is his prescription, but it's the exact same product, exact same dosage, exact same everything. And we didn't want to waste it and spend more money we didn't have to. So I took this with me, okay? But you will probably just get a prescription when you get discharged, just so you know, okay? Other things that I took with me. I took a notebook with me because this notebook is my journal. Remember I said earlier in another video, you need to journal things, okay? So this is kind of like when I started my liquid diet and every day. So every day I put the date, what I weighed, and then my notes on that day. So for example, first day of liquid diet, I had 260 pounds, start of liquid diet, didn't drink enough water, I have a headache, feeling hungry, craving food, using the bathroom a lot, okay? So basically that's what I did. So I continued that when I was in hospital. So for example, I had Monday, April 25th, surgery day, so excited, you know, and then I didn't do anything on Tuesday because I was in and out of everything. Wednesday, I wrote here, discharged from the hospital. I wrote down how I was feeling. I wrote down, you know, if I took Dilaudid, if I didn't, all that kind of stuff. You don't necessarily need to take it with you, but if you're like me and you like to plan and you like to be up to date on things, I would take a small notebook with you, take a pen with you as well. The hotel, if you're staying in one, will obviously have pens, but again, I don't like to rely on people because usually they let you down. So I kind of do things myself. I took a couple sudoku puzzle books. I finished one of the books, and then this one, I got through some of it, but there's still quite a bit left here. But I did take a sudoku puzzle with me. That was important for me. I took a book as well and a bookmark. I did read this whole book while I was there in the hotel room. So that was good. It was enjoyable. And then I also, where's my list? I also took with me clothes, okay? Another thing I took, like I said, I had my Fitbit as well in my purse, so I took that. Of course, I had my shoes. I took a hoodie, and I will tell you, they will not tell you this. When they tell you everything to expect after surgery, they will not tell you this. But I think for most people, this will be true. It was true for me before. It's true for me now. It's true for my husband. You will be cold, okay? After surgery, I don't know what it is. You're cold. You're almost always cold. So it's good to have a little hoodie or something to put on if you get chilly, because you will get cold, guaranteed. I also took with me clothes, okay? I took 2 bras, I took 5 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of shorts, 4 pairs of socks, 6 pairs of panties. I also took my slippers with me, okay? I have moccasins. I did not use these in the hospital. They just have little booties I wore in the hospital, but in the hotel, I used my slippers. Like I said, you're going to get cold. So I do recommend you take some sort of slippers with you. All of your clothes, make sure that they are loose fitting, non-restrictive clothes, especially around your midsection where you have your incisions, because, sorry, I gotta adjust. You don't want anything pushing on those, okay? So loose fitting clothes, you know, oversized pajama bottoms or whatever, make sure that they're not restrictive, okay? What else did I take with me? I went through all that. I went through that. I went through that. Was that it? Oh, I took some hair ties with me. So when I was in the hotel, I could redo my hair. I took some hair ties with me. I also took my thyroid pills from home because in the hospital they gave me my medication, but once I was discharged, they no longer did that. So I had my own thyroid pills to take as well. And that's pretty much all I took. And then, of course, all the paperwork that they give you when they discharge you, it's a lot. They'll give you all of that as well. So that's everything I packed. I pretty much used everything except there was 2 pairs of panties that I didn't use, as well as 3 pairs of socks. I didn't wear socks every day. I pretty much just wore my slippers. But I went through pretty much everything else I took. So there honestly wasn't anything I really overpacked. And the only thing I wish I had packed that I didn't was my milk alternative because, you know, people. So that's what I packed for my bariatric surgery. Like I said, I'm a bit of a special case because I was in hospital and then as well as in a hotel room by myself for like 3.5 days. So I had to pack a little bit more than most people do. But just wanted to go through it to kind of give you an idea. Again, like I said, everyone's different, but this is what worked for me. This is what I needed. I just wanted to share that with you. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Of course, there will be more bariatric videos coming up. And if there's anything specific you want me to talk about, please put a comment below and I will do my best to do a video on that for you. Thanks guys so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.